laser cannon that we already had to one of the sides.
And then we're going to leave the missile launcher on top.
That makes sense. So torpedo launcher on the front, and the light lasers on the two sides, and then the... Got it. Okay. Sorry, like I said, it was kind of a crazy day today. So, I don't know. When I tried to make those last few adjustments, my brain just was not working.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, move up a little bit here. So, there was a big dump, or lore dump, I guess, from last week, right? I tried to put it all in the chat, I believe. So, my only question really is, do you have any questions? 'Cause I don't feel like repeating all of that. So, if there's something in there, you wanted, let me know what the deal is. And I'll give you guys control of Javier's character. Give me a second here. He is... The silence of everything except Mark's ice chewing.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Cheshmet at the moment, but
Ah.
same difference.
Whoa.
Not ice. Wacky.
I tell you.
Completely absurd.
Indeed.
You guys are good or still reading?
I'm right.
I'm good.
I'll be good.
I'm good.
All right. So we can chat for 2 seconds while Mark is making sure he's good. So you were going to go to the crash site next, if I remember correctly. So are you going on foot? Are you going by bike? Or are you going by spaceship?
I think we said we were going by bike.
Because we want it to be stealthy but quick, I think, was the thought.
Okay, that's fine. Let me get to my spot. Okay.
Okay.
Is good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was making sure between ice chomps there, I wasn't sure. Let me bring up.
Oh, whoops, it would help if I did this.
I beg your pardon?
It would help if I actually joined the Foundry instead of just being on the login page.
That would be useful.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Now we're good.
All right. Give me a second. Let me plop you guys on the screen here. Check that. That looks good. Yep. Alrighty. Let me grab your tokens. There's 1, 2. Gotta have Fixie. 3, 4, 5. Oh, yep, have a 5. 6. I didn't plop you twice, did I? No. Alright, cool. Oh, okay. That's fair. I'm keeping it quiet. Can't hear nothing anyway. Alright, cool. Boop. I'll try again. Boom.
Here we are.
Yep.
Oh my.
So, You travel 4 hours on bike. Nothing really bothers you. If anything was going to bother you, just kind of zip on past them, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you see, yes, I did it correctly. Awesome. You basically see a large spaceship that clearly crashed many years ago in this clearing and now resembles kind of like an overgrown hill. So you have it crashed and everything just, yeah. Really only the exhaust ports and a rear stabilizing fin jut out from the ground, indicating that most of the vessel's underground. Um, for those parts you can see, they are, very has been exposed to the elements here, and this is a jungle, so quite clearly weathered and corroded. Except for a hatch between the exhaust ports and the fin. Um, I'm sorry, I'm kind of paraphrasing what they wrote. My bad. Um, right, right. It's all heavily weathered except for a hatch between the exhaust ports and the fin. The hatch is currently open, which I don't think I have it open right now, but I can certainly do that here in a second. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop. The inside of the hatch gleams with a shine of polished metal. Clearly, the interior of the ship is better than the exterior of the ship. And let me do one more little thing here, because I need a map with numbers. There we go. Cool. So near the hatchway, there is a dead guard in
Oh, interesting.
a pool of her own blood, just outside the entry hatch, and I should open an entry hatch. It is next to a partially dug hole. Her throat has been torn out, and yeah.
Guys, I think something lives here now.
And Deadwood doesn't want us here.
Well, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
And not end up like her. Mm-hmm.
Can I do a medicine check on the dead body to see if I can figure out what killed her?
Sure.
As long as we can get close to it without perishing, that sounds like a good idea.
Let me look what you got. 19. So you're trying to kind of look from a distance because you're 10 feet away. Oh, that's Zanku. My bad. Are you getting?
Yeah,
Well, I didn't move
I
my
moved
character. I didn't move my character token, but I do want to move up as close as I can
Okay.
without attracting death.
Without attracting
that's
death.
the problem. You see, that's the problem.
If I attract some death, then hopefully it's only a minor death.
Yeah. It would be really unfortunate to attract a major death.
Only a spoonful.
Okay. So with a 19, it's pretty obvious just by, kind of looking that, her throat was ripped out by several small, incredibly sharp objects, most likely teeth from something unknown.
Well, that's not unnerving at all.
All right.
Okay, so there's no sign of weapons fire or anything like that.
I am going to say nope. No real signs of a struggle. Clearly, with the wound she
Well,
has on her
except
throat,
for-
she bled out in seconds.
Mm,
No signs of struggle except for. Mhm.
Well, I'm saying, it doesn't look like she put up a fight. Like, it's not like there's scuff marks on her hands, or to like Sculpture's point, there's no blaster fire like she was shooting at something, or anything sexy like that.
wasn't a very heroic death, one might say.
Mhm.
Was not a very heroic death.
A pretty lame death, all things considered, it sounds like. Definitely won't go on my frag montage.
Attacked and deaded.
Mm.
Like what?
How unfortunate.
Well, this may solve our problem of having to kill the rest of the garrison.
I guess.
It would also create a different problem. But
What
we don't
killed
know
the
yet.
rest of the garrison? You know? I'm gonna say it was the Rat King.
There you go.
That'd be pretty cool.
The Rat's King.
So, you suspect
So what do we
that
want to
the
do next?
So you suspect that the Rat King's in this building?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I don't think that this is the
Oh, in the
work of a
ship.
Rat King. Yeah?
This is definitely the Rat King ship. That's why it's running magic. It's running on Sugar Plum Fairy magic.
What do you want to do?
Tamura volunteers to go in first.
Okay.
I wonder why.
So he'll just kind of, tiptoe around the body. Whoops, sorry. Burp. And sure, he's inside.
Well, the lights are on.
The lights are on. You're correct.
All right, let's.
What is this stuff?
So, I'm going to zoom in a bit. Ah! There it goes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well,
There's like three of us trying to open the door.
I'm glad I didn't join in on that party.
Oops.
So, what you see, you're in basically a hallway, obviously. This sleek hall is well lit by gold trimmed sconces and the blinking lights of a wall mounted terminal near the exterior hatch. So, it's a wall mounted terminal. The eastern end of the hall is crushed and collapsed, leaving only a doorway in an alcove to the southwest and another doorway in the center of the south wall. So let me see how I made this. You can kind of tell maybe a little bit.
Terminal?
It is a terminal. Sorry, the maps here aren't the best. Maybe it's blown up a little much. Trust me, it's a terminal. The area over here, directly to the west, that is certainly collapsed, so you're not getting any further. Not without a lot of time with shovels. And you got a door. No, it's a door. You got a door there, and you got a door there.
There's a door here?
That is a door.
It's not on my map.
Looks
No,
like
right here.
there's one here. Well, don't open my doors. There's a door here as well.
Trying to
Right
pin it.
here. You don't see it?
Yeah, no, I don't see that.
Does anyone see it?
No door.
No door?
It's kind of dark there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at what you guys are seeing. Hold on. I'll be Mark. Oh, interesting. All right, hold on. I don't know why I cut it that way. Oh, maybe because there's no light there? Maybe that's it. Yeah, it goes like the light source only goes so far. But as you get a little closer, you can see there's a door. Does anyone have a light source?
I can see in the dark.
Oh, what's your excuse then? Let me see your guy. I want to borrow you for a
I
second.
don't know.
Zoop. Oh, no, you still can't see it. That's annoying.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks,
sure I can see
from a foundry point of view, it looks really good. Trust me, there's a door to the south there. I will open it for you, and that will make it easier if you want it so opened.
I think we should check out this terminal first. Is it working?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll try to access blueprints for the ship
Okay. So
so we can see the whole map. Do you want to roll?
possibly. I'm just double checking what exactly this is doing. So sure. Oh, this is weird. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you can roll. Go for it. Oh, duh. It's right there in front of me.
Do we get a map
22.
of the ship?
So you activate the console, and you see a holograph of a bust of a fuzzy middle-aged man made of tiny blue glyphs. And he talks to you. Did you ever pick your languages? Did you learn
Yes, I'm
Azante?
fluent in Aslanti.
Awesome. So he happens to talk to you in that language. You did a computer check at 22. Okay. He kind of appears, kind of looks at you, and especially kind of looks at everybody behind you for the most part with a kind of a sniff of disgust. And
Hello.
and unclean creatures talking to me. Disgusting. And he's like, he looks at you, Skulch, as well, right? And it's just like, should not be, using this terminal. And he
So
blinks off.
wait, before he blinks off,
Okay.
like, I actively know this is a computer and all, but, like, I'm just going to roll an intimidation check against the computer and just, like, sneer at him and go, fuck you.
Go for it.
Only a 15. Like a 6.
This gives you a disgusted look, and
No, that's a 7. That's pretty awful.
and bloop, bleeps out.
All right.
How productive.
Fuck him.
So was that like a video call or
You
like an
definitely
AI
raised your
or like
ear.
what was
I just
that?
look at Kiki and I go, get him back. I need to trash talk him more.
You would say
Um,
it was like an AI. Like, you don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you're nowhere near anything that was going to make a video call like that to something like this. It's an old ship, right? I
Okay.
mean, this looks like the starship's AI.
Note to
Wait,
self.
is anyone
erase
in the party a
Starship
human?
AI.
What's that?
Wait, I said, wait, is anyone in the party a human?
I don't
What are
think
you,
so.
Ray?
I don't think
Lashunta?
Ray's La Shunta.
Uh, so we have no humans, and I can't even pass as a human.
Because Ray's La
Explicitly.
Shunta, you're an android. Me and Mura are Shirins, and then Skolch is a Yasaki.
Definitely some racist undertones there by the computer.
Yeah, well-
undertones, one might say.
Aslante's out.
We
Um,
love some classic racism in our setting.
Classic racist computers.
they're like a mostly human empire, so makes sense.
It's always a mostly human empire.
Damn those humans.
Damn them.
Oh,
Human.
all. By the way, I mean, I don't think I ever explicitly said this, but all the guards you fought, all human. No No, I mean I wasn't lazy and like didn't replace the tokens. That's all I'm saying.
No, no,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Okay, fair enough.
I've read the lore.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, you even mentioned it that they're like awful. I mean, I don't know. Mentioned at some point in that lore readout that like they still enslave androids or something.
Could be.
I think like I think the spiel is that like androids are like their second class citizens, and then like all other races they just outright don't like. I think that's the spiel. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I hack the computer to try and get it back on?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's like sure, like it's there still has power to the thing. You know, certainly Skulch tried his hand at it, and he did a computer check. 22. Not good enough.
Oh,
But
well,
you're
that's
welcome.
surprising.
You're welcome to try.
Oh, well, today's just not my day.
You know, the head just pops up, looks at you, and just rolls its eyes and kind of mutters under his breath and droop, closes down again.
All right, Fixie, get out of the way. The terminal's over here, right?
Yes, it's right there. You going to give it a shot as well? Everyone has computers here.
Goes like, all right, let's give this a shot.
All right.
Um,
For your fans.
the computer just doesn't even turn on. Like he reaches towards it, and the computer just like spits out a couple of sparks, and then he just goes, "Actually, I think I'm gonna back away."
I'll leave this one for the experts.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you handle stream chat all day?
Say what?
That's the thing. I'm bad at it. I have a brand for scuff. Also, my big stuff is done by other people.
Is there anything we can access on the computer?
No, the AI is just like, not giving you access. Especially with the hacks that you've done, nah, you're not getting anywhere.
I'd really been hoping to just intimidate check the AI into doing my bidding, and I got a 6. I've gotten a 6 and a 1 today. No, 7 and a 1. Like,
I mean,
feeling awful.
Hold on one second. I am trying to. It's probably over here somewhere. Oh, it's going to give me like 2 billion things. That was bad. Let me try this. Damn it. There we go. Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to do. So, give me a second here. Redo this. Let's go back up here. Where's my thing? There it is. Where is it? Nope, not what I'm looking for. Damn it. Sorry. I'm looking up a rule and I'm just trying to help you guys out. Just give me a second.
Valid.
Nope. There we go. So what you can do, just as a reminder, um, and I'm just double checking how long it takes.
Oh,
Take
taking.
10 or take 20, right?
Yeah.
So you can take extra time and be really really careful on your thing, and you can do that, and it would be like spinning a 10 or a 20, depending on how like you get. So it doesn't say how much time it takes up, but if you're
Usually
taking so taking 20 typically takes 20 times as long as a single check will take, usually 2 minutes for a skill check that takes a standard action. So if you want to take like a really long time and be accepting that you're going to make mistakes, right? As you're
Oh
kind of
yeah, I can
like
spend more than 6
thought,
seconds trying to hack this computer.
well, more like 20 times 6, right? Which is like 2 minutes,
Yeah,
right?
it's a few minutes.
But keep in mind that while you're doing that, like I said, you are acknowledging that you might like screw up along the way a few times. You will get it at the end. You will get your 20 roll at the end plus your modifiers. But it's not like it's a clean 20 that if there was any traps or anything like that here, then, you might set something off.
Mm.
Hmm.
It ain't a clean 20, but it is a 20.
Right.
Mhm.
That's on page 133 of the main book.
I mean, what? Wait, what did the first a 22 and that wasn't good enough? I mean, yeah. Then we need a 20 from Mark if we want to take 20,
I can
more or
theoretically get
less.
up to 30.
Yeah,
Well, if you're taking 20, then we are getting that theoretical 30.
so
We're
30.
Yeah,
just making
Yeah,
mistakes along the
exactly.
way. And
Hmm.
yeah.
considering
No,
we've
I'm
made
just.
some mistakes already and it hasn't been bad for us, good work.
Yeah.
So if we got the time to
Is that
hack,
how it works? I thought that taking 20 was like taking extra time to be careful as
It
opposed to just
says
going for it.
on page 133, it says taking 20 means you are making multiple attempts at the task until you get it right. It also assumes that you are failing many times before you succeed.
Okay.
Taking 20 typically takes 20 times as long as attempting a single check would take.
Okay.
Usually 2 minutes for a skill that needs a standard action to perform. So you going for it?
Can I first roll to see if there like is any like lockout stuff that could be a problem? I'm not
Uh,
concerned about traps. I'm more concerned about like, oh, like you failed the authentication 5 times or
gotcha.
whatever, which could end up being a trap, but could end up just being a lockout, which is
Mildly inconvenient.
more. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, that's equally inconvenient.
No, understood. So if you want to do like another, sure, give me another computer spin.
All right.
And this really feels like it should be on some page 19. Um, from what you can tell at the terminal, it seems okay, right? From a glance respect, but it's not like you have access to like the root of the computer or anything like that. So, from what you can tell from preliminary, you're not seeing anything really in your way or anything that's bothering you. But we'll see.
Like I like it's not like I'm just using the terminal. I have like as part of my class, I have like my own like custom rig that can interface with things to check them.
Oh, okay, cool,
It's my level 1 mechanic spiel.
gotcha. All right, yeah. I mean, it seems pretty clean.
Okay. Just from a look at like the outward facing code.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to get across the fact that I had access to a little bit more than the GUI, but not everything, obviously. Well, it looks like it's not going to be a problem. So
Problems are
if
bad.
if the computer jumps out at me, do something.
Understandable.
Okay. I'd like to take a few minutes to try and crack this.
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. Before I do that, did anyone check how fresh the body is?
I would assume that's included in the. Oh, I guess how they die does not include how long have they been dead for, huh?
Oh, well, I'll give you that. She's been dead, unalived fairly recently.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, recently. Hmm.
Like an hour recently, or like a couple minutes before we got here recently?
Recently enough that we should probably care more than
Um,
we are right now.
I'm trying to gauge like how safe it would be
Take time to do
to take
something.
time to do something.
she seems pretty fresh. Like, I would say that, yeah, probably certainly within the last hour. I mean, if you want to do a closer physical inspection to see if rigor mortis or something like that kind of set in, but, you just kind of did a preliminary kind of
I'm
look
standing
over.
here. Do you want me to roll again?
Sure.
A medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to do like a more,
Oh, that was useless.
you're going to do a more thorough examination of the body?
Yeah, okay. Why don't I do that?
That's what I'm going
We
for.
can get around to the computer, but actually, I think that this might be a more urgent use of our time.
Well, I was going to say, why don't you take 20 on the computer and I'll take 20 on the body.
Okay. We can do that. So let's put Paul by the body once I get my mouse found.
I'm just concerned about whether we're going to get attacked while we're trying to examine these things. But sure. I can at least start working on it.
So you're working on that. Paul's working on the other, trying to examine the body more closely. Paul, why don't you give me a perception check, Mr. Skulch?
Ha!
12. You got it. All right. So, Skulch, you start examining the body. You kind of like pick up the arms, see they bend pretty easily. She's pretty, like I said, pretty fresh. As you're doing that, there is a creature that kind of surprises you and lunges out to attack you from like underneath like one of the engines kind of curled inside there.
Oh no, this is exactly what I thought might happen.
We can do a quick spin of initiative, please, once I get a darn thing set up. I'm getting lag, man. There it goes. Can I please have a new encounter? There we go. So
Normal combat.
boop. Yep, as opposed to spaceship combat.
Oh, okay.
Because it does it.
Synapse worm.
It does different things for spaceship combat. Hold up. Burp. I got most of you. I think I just missed Ray. There we go.
I mean, to be fair, at least the thing I was switching out my other dude for does not work in this instance.
Oh, goddamn.
I guess.
I don't know what that
As
means.
we know, Oh, I was changing out one of my class features that I had literally not used up to this point for something else because I'm like, I kind of want to actually do something in combat that isn't shoot my gun, but unfortunately, I cannot yell disparaging things at the worm and insult it. Does not work, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Because
You
it's
know?
not smart enough.
Yeah. You do have to understand language to be insulted, unfortunately.
Ah,
Or fortunately for the worm.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Oh, geez. Okay. Cool. Boop a doop a doo. I gotta go to page 60. 1 second. All right. Cool. Got it. Sure. So this worm, he's actually pretty cool looking. Hold up.
He is.
It doesn't do him justice. Well, that's part of him, at least. I got most of him.
oh, it's like a hammerhead shark slug combined with those those like sea like
Slugs.
snails that like spit out their digestional system as like a tongue.
Like, what's his name?
Yep, there you
Yeah.
go.
Ooh.
Chikumuku.
All
Oh,
right.
Pukumuku, yeah. The thing that Pukumuku is based on. Yeah.
Sea
Boop.
cucumbers.
Come on, spin it. There we go. I think. Did it do it? Let me check. There it goes. All right. So, it kind of spits out this. It kind of regurgitates a fluid. It's kind of creates like a webbing. And Skulch,
Oh no,
can
it's doing the
you?
thing.
It's doing the thing. Skulch, I need a reflex save from you, please.
Okay. And if I remember rightly,
Yes.
I don't have the rules up right now, but oops, I rolled. I thought I rolled.
You did. You got 11.
Okay, never mind. I think if this is like that Dungeons and Dragons feat where I take half damage from area of effect spells or something like that from area of effects things that instead of if I have a reflex throw, I take half damage and no damage instead of full damage and half damage. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah,
Yeah,
base.
that's like a 7th level rogue thing in 5e. Yeah.
Rangers also get it at some point.
Is that something that operative gets?
Yeah, I got it at level 2.
Let's see, is that
Ah,
Moxie
here
or
we go.
something?
Evasion. If you succeed a
Oh, there
reflex
you
save
go.
against an effect that normally has a partial effect on a successful save, you instead suffer no effect.
Oh, okay.
So it's all or nothing.
Yeah,
All right.
instead of all or
It
half,
looks
it
like I
becomes all
didn't
or nothing.
save, so
No, you
Is
actually
11 enough?
did. 11 is enough.
Oh wow.
11 is enough. All right, I did save.
And let me see. So if I'm going to do tiebreakers here, Dex 0 and Dex 17. Awesome. So I'm going to say that really everyone was surprised because everyone else was like in the spaceship. So, from the inside, you just hear this kind of little screeching sound, and you look out the door and you see this web-like substance move towards Skulch, but Skulch is he's just so damn tricky as a mouse, or whatever his character is. He just kind of darts out of the way of it, and it clear misses him. So
Jaguar sound effect .mp3.
you're not
I'm
going to get.
sorry, what did you just say?
Stock Jaguar sound effect .mp3.
Ah. Skulch, you're first. You actually tied the thing on the initiative roll, and you have the higher dex.
If I shoot him, will that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Just for shooting him? I don't think so.
Okay, because I'm within 5 feet of him. All right, well then I'm going to shoot him.
I mean, I'll double check, but I believe AOE. What'd you spend? Let me take a look.
19.
Oh, well, that's going to hit.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll my. I'm going to roll to see if I get my thing. The extra damage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, go for it. I'm just double checking attack of opportunity.
Yeah, okay. Well, I have to figure out how to roll a plain old 20-sided die.
Probably /R space D20.
Really? I can't. I don't click something for that?
If it's on your character sheet, you can always click it. But if you're asking me how
No,
to
it's
do it,
not on the character sheet. I just have to roll a 20-sided. Oh, I know what I have to roll. I have to roll. It's a skill check. It's DC 20 plus the CR of the creature.
Mm.
plus the CR of the creature.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird. That you.
Well, I didn't make it. All right, so I
Probably
don't do
not.
extra damage.
All right. How much did you do?
2.
2.
Wow.
That worm is slightly damaged. 248. Give me a second here. I'm pretty sure as long as let's double checking. I was going to say the only thing that makes me somewhat think about the attack of opportunity, not so much that you would get one, but let's see, if when you threaten a space and its opponent moves out of that space with a ranged attack, you can use your reaction to make a melee. So if your laser gun counts as a ranged attack, then I guess the answer is he would.
Yeah, which I believe it does.
Yeah. So do you want to take back your 2 hit points, or you're good with it? Before I
No, I'm
spin?
good with it. I'll take
Okay.
the attack of opportunity.
All right, fair enough. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop. Sure. Yes. Ah, annoying, but we'll take it. Attack. 14 against kinetic.
Wow, my kinetic is 15.
Nice.
Amazing.
Inedible.
Inedible.
Well, it's gonna try again because it's its turn. That was just the opportunity attack. Now it's its actual turn.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay. Burp. Roll. Ah, that was a crit.
That's not good.
Ooh, wow. So you take with the crit 23 piercing damage.
Really?
23?
What?
Almost enough to outright kill you because you would need double, right? So that would be, no, it would be 28. But yeah, 23.
Okay, so my stamina is down to 0.
And
then I
we're
take-
beyond that.
And then I take 9 hit points.
Okay.
What the shit?
How big is this thing?
This thing,
Apparently quite big. It's doing like 13 damage in attack or something ridiculous.
it's about 3 to 4 feet long.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
All right. How many hit points did you have? Did you have to start with?
14 hit points.
Oh, you had the stamina. Gotcha.
I had 14 stamina and 14 hit points.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay, I forgot you guys raised. Kiki, you just watch all this from right by the terminal.
Yep. This is exactly what I thought was going to be bad. Okay. Fixie's gonna get him.
All right.
Get him. 16 kinetic.
Sure, that hits.
Whack.
Another 4. You got it.
And then I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Do it.
Blam. Nope.
Ugh. Okay.
Only one of the two of us can do good on any single session.
Who wants to roll for Thamura?
I feel like I can be trusted. I've been
Yeah.
doing pretty bad.
Shoot.
You also get to do nothing in combat, so
I
What is
mean,
your
but I
idea?
do get to do something this time.
Do it.
No, someone just lost all of their stamina.
He gets to bring it back.
Yeah.
I'll roll for Mura.
Yeah,
Since I'm about dead anyway.
you're also both operatives, so you probably understand his character sheet better than we do.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so let's see here.
You can pretty much see the one corner of the thing, so you have line of sight for him still.
I have the line of sight, so he's going to use his coil rifle.
All right.
$18
18.
against kinetic.
Yeah.
That hits.
Probably. I mean, yes.
All
Generally
right, now
speaking.
he also wants to do the extra damage thing.
Okay.
I think I'm going to roll this. 21.
And that would be good. What's the thing you have to spin again?
He does an extra d4 points of damage when I roll damage.
An extra D4. Yeah, but the
it's
formula.
20 plus the CR of the creature.
20 plus the CR of the creature. Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
It's better.
All right, then he'll just do damage from his coil rifle.
Go ahead.
3 piercing.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Whoa, really? Where is he?
He's all the way over there. You got like a small army of people that are in the way.
Okay,
Tamora
okay.
could like move out of the way if he's in your way.
Nah, it's all good.
Can you do what you do from a distance?
Yes,
Yeah,
he can.
up to 30 feet.
Okay, then it's not a problem.
And in their standpoint equal to this. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, no, it's just a flat amount. It's not a roll. It's 8 stamina points.
Okay, so Skulch heals 8 stamina points.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Something went wrong here.
Okay.
I hate when things go wrong. That sucks.
All right, I think I got it.
We be good?
Yep.
All right. Ruin, do some damage.
we'll see if we can get to the thing first.
was a lot of bodies in the way. So like
That's the problem.
shooting through all this short soft cover is kind of challenging.
Moving through it is less of a problem, but is a thing I can do. I think.
I'm pretty sure you can. It's been a while since you all been.
You can move here, but if you try to move here, you'll provoke opportunity attack.
He already took an opportunity attack.
Oh.
No,
just-
because he just
His
went.
turn.
What do you mean opportunity attack? The guy's outside.
It depends where you're moving to. Is the point?
The guy's outside. How am I going to provoke an opportunity attack if I stop right here?
Because you're moving through a square that he controls.
You're
It's moving through the
here,
space
and
that
then
Stealth is occupying.
This here provokes opportunity attack because opportunity attack applies for all squares in this system.
Oh, okay. So I would have to stop on Sculpture's Square, which I can't do.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's Sculpture's Square.
So not only can I not shoot him effectively, I can't get to him without provoking opportunity attacks. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
It is. Agreed.
Where is my reference sheet? No. No, yeah. There's not much I can do with any of that. Nope. Whole lot of nothing I can do about this besides trying to shoot at him.
You can. You just got like a whole bunch of bodies in the way. So it'd be a pretty tough shot. So, I mean, you could do something else. You know, some other special action potentially.
I'm trying to look at that. I'm not finding anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything useful.
I'd have to reread some of the things, but like, you know, like a covering fire type thing or something like that.
We have one of those. That's right.
Doesn't that also require line of sight, though? Isn't that the problem?
Well, we can see him.
The problem is I can see him. He's just behind so much soft cover
Oh,
that actually hitting him is impossible.
Right. That's kind of my 2 cents of it, right? So
I can just do harrying fire, which does give him a flat AC of 15 I have to hit. Does no damage, but gives the next guy +2 on his attack.
that is pretty good.
And I think it's no matter what we consider the enemy's AC 15, which I think is an upgrade, but we're just going to go for it.
all right, go for it.
Something I can do back here. Attack against them with trying to go for harrying fire. That's fine. That does not even hit 15. That's a failure.
Well, but you felt like you did something that, you know,
Yeah,
might have worked.
might have worked. I will also move over to here now,
Okay.
just so I'm. That's all.
Top of the lineup. Sculpt, you're up.
Decisions.
It might help
All
if
right.
you did a garden step to not be in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to move over 5 feet, which shouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity.
If you only move 5 feet, it won't.
And I guess I'm going to imbibe a serum of healing Mark 1.
Doesn't that provoke? I thought you couldn't go at all. No.
No, you can.
What's that?
The guarded step action.
Oh,
You move 5 feet without provoking an opportunity.
if he's doing guarded step, that's fine. Yes.
Guarded step, the best part of Starfinder.
Okay, and as a standard action, I will imbibe. I will heal 2 hit points. Well, I guess that's better than no hit points.
Okay. Mark, I love your love of guarded step. That's all I got to say. Okay. Then you're good.
And that's all that Sculch is going to do.
Gotcha. Well, no one said this thing was smart. So let's see. Right, I gotta spin. I need a thing. Thank you. Okay. It's just gonna attack you again, Skulch.
Okay.
It seems rather ticked off that you dare touch its food.
Why did it leave it there then?
Can I tell you? 12 kinetic.
That's a miss.
I figured. Kiki.
All right, Fixie, get him.
Is Fixie going to do a?
Fixie gets him.
Fixie gets him. He's just hanging by the doorway. He got him.
Yeah, I'll leave that space for someone more important. 6.
Oh wow. That works.
And then I'll shoot at him.
Are you more important? I was seeing if you were moving.
Do I need to?
I don't know. I was just asking.
No, I'm not.
You said you were leaving the space for someone more important, so I'm.
Yeah, like Ruin, who can do physical attacks.
Okay.
Well, melee range
Ruin,
attack.
the guy who can
Do it.
can attack people
I.
with his shield.
What am I gonna do? I have a survival knife.
Just hit him.
Hey!
Whoa!
Fixie and I can
Fixie!
hit in the same turn.
I tell you.
That's not allowed.
4
That's
fire
illegal.
damage.
Yo, max roll.
Yo!
2 max rolls.
Yo!
All right.
Yo!
So is Muro more important?
I don't know.
No. He's got more hit points and more stamina, though.
I
He
mean-
should tank more often.
Murr's a sniper, so like I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna
Murr can go
snipe.
like here.
Oh, Murr doesn't need to move.
He doesn't?
He can see the
No.
corner of him, sure.
Oh, okay.
Because you got a
Yeah.
corner like right there
Paul
that
said
you
he
can.
could. Paul said he could attack last time. So
Yeah,
oh,
it's
he has
fine.
a. Wait, do needlers work how they do in Halo? No, they don't. They just do poison.
well, he missed.
Okay. Thank you.
Yo, really?
Really?
Where is he? How am I the only person who can't see this thing? Genuinely, I do not understand.
Because you're
He's
kind of against the
outside the
wall.
door.
It's right here.
And the icon doesn't
Gotcha.
take up the whole square.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's gonna have some soft cover in the way. I'll just do a harrying fire. That gives the next person to attack +2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I tried. Good luck.
I mean, oh yeah. Next person to attack gets +2.
Okay, I'm fine with that. And that would be Ruin.
That would be me. Let's see. Do we hit him with funny? Let's see if we do. Let me increment that first. It's illegal to charge through my teammates. Good question.
I think that's illegal.
I move at least 10 feet. Make a single melee attack. Doesn't say much about that. Just moves 10 feet in a straight line. Though I assume for your
Well-
teammates is usually not straight lines.
So what are you trying to do? I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Now we're just gonna get out the door and start smacking. Nothing special.
Nothing
Not this
personal.
time. Oops. That is not what I wanted to click. Nope. Yeah, nothing special. Hit him with the harrying fire bonus. That's a 26 to hit.
There you go.
Hey, that's
What do you got
pretty
for me?
Max damage 6.
Oh, nicely done. That will certainly take him out. So it is a dead blue worm.
Favorite kind of blue worm.
Is it edible?
I don't know. I don't. That's kind of slimy for me, but I mean, you could try to cook it if you really want or something.
Can I do a medicine check to see if it's edible?
Sure.
Gosh darn medicine checks.
medicine.
21. What do I know? Is it edible?
So
Are its reproductive glands particularly tasty?
That was very specific. I would like to know where that came from.
What?
I'm going to say that this is a worm. It is basically like a small vermin. It has it is certainly coated in a acidic and paralytic enzyme. So you'd have to really give it a good prep to try and make sure it was edible. And then it's a worm, right? I mean, how tasty are worms?
Okay, it's one of those things that if you don't prepare it right, you die.
Maybe not quite that bad, but it probably give you some really bad case of indigestion at the very least.
Okay, all right. We don't
Dad,
have to
the
eat it
super
then.
poisonous pufferfish that people eat.
You're saying how tasty is a worm to a group including a rat and 2 bugs?
Well, okay, that's a fair point.
I personally, the android, do not find the bugs that tasty, but who am I to judge a rat and 2 worms, a rat and 2 bugs on how tasty a worm is?
A rat and 2 worms.
Rat and 2 worms.
2 worms on how tasty cannibalism is, Who am I to judge? Am I right,
Cannibalism?
folks?
What?
I said, a rat and two worms.
I'm
To judge how tasty cannibalism is.
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know where the cannibalism came from.
I said 2 worms instead of 2 bugs.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I see.
All right. So back to where we started.
That's unfortunate. I wanted to get back to
Well-
the worm. Or having someone else do it. That'd been funnier.
So I guess you're going back to your take 20, Mira? Not Mira, Kiki.
I guess so.
Okay. And Skulch is healthy enough to be satisfied right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get.
Okay.
No need
Unless-
to continue looking at what happened to the dude because I guess we know now.
That doesn't explain where everyone else is, though.
So, Skulch, why
He
you
probably went further in, and then that guy was the like outpost guard, and then he got ambushed by the thing.
So Skulch, as you're like kind of healing and so forth, and Kiki is kind of like, working on the computer, you see the face popping up and blinking out a couple times, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Bloop. Stop that, bloop." And
Am I making him blue screen?
yeah, sure. And then, finally you're able to So what would be your total with the
30.
thing? 30, you said?
30, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Um,
My man rolling a dirty 30 out here.
you got it. Um, okay, cool.
Sorry about spamming the chat thing. I'm trying to reload my weapon.
Oh, it's okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Oh, that's how I reload the weapon. There we go.
So, sure. So at one point, Kiki, you get it to make it think that you're all soldiers as part of this army, right? That you're all human soldiers, and it thinks you're part of the club. We'll say, right?
All right.
And Skolch, you're going to have to translate a bit for Kiki because he doesn't know what the heck he's hearing. But
Okay.
but certainly Skolch can do the questioning as well at this point because he thinks all of you are cool now because doesn't like any of you non-human people. It says, "Oh, what can I do for you?" So it kind of glitches a little bit.
Okay, so let's try to download a map of the ship.
Let's see. Sure. So it says, well, sorry. It's my, never mind. It says, oh, sure, right away. So it pops up a map, and on the map, it has the name and purpose of each room. The schematic also notes the crumpled port side and the aft starboard collapse. The screen the screen flashes with various symbols labeled warning and an operative, and it's pretty clear the ship is not going to fly anytime soon. Let me give you what you need. Whoop, fudge. So it looks. Burp. I don't have a readily available. Or do I? Maybe I can. Hold on one second. Maybe I lied. If I go to desktop and I go to here and here. Is it this one? Oh, I gotta figure out how to do this later. Oh well, that'll be this. This will be this weekend's project. Sorry, I'm getting you a clean shot of the ship. All right, cool. It will flash you something that looks like that.
Nothing happened.
Look in Discord.
Oh, look in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a very snapped in half spaceship.
Okay.
All right.
Super.
So what it tells you is if you're looking at this, fudge. Boo, boo, doo, boo, boo. That door to the south will take you into the engine room. Okay, the door that you can't see to the south but is there takes you to the engine room.
Okay.
Scroll it. What happened to? Oh, okay. The room to the to I guess to the other room, the other door to the south when you go kind of east and then south. That second door, right? Let me get to another thing here. So this takes you to the engine room. This takes you to a laboratory. Okay.
Okay.
There is a right.
Yeah, it looks like there's like the laboratory you mentioned. There's a hallway that's been like bisected by
Right. If you go directly south to the
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 hip.
other room that looks identical to the laboratory, right? Just
Yeah, and
south
that
of
looks like
that,
some
that's
sort of quarters.
yeah, it's a quarters to a noble family,
Okay.
and then there's a kind of a triangle-y area there, and that is the cargo hold.
Okay. Or what's left of it.
Fair.
And then there's the front half, which
Yeah,
seems to
that
be
whole big area there is the cruise quarters,
okay.
and then in the front is the bridge.
All right.
Can we pull up some of the ship's logs and maybe figure out what they were doing here?
Um. So the thing kind of glitches and more or less says, you know,
They're not gonna have logs.
you're going to have to go to the bridge for those type of things. Like I do not have root access to the ship's bridge records, but he says that I can tell you the name of this ship is the Royal Venture. It is
We knew that.
It is yeah, I think you did too. It is the personal vessel of uh, Parapet. I'll put a name in here. Emodia. Here.
I'll take a shot at it.
Yeah, you're better at it than I am. Boop. Boop. I'll put it in Foundry. There you go.
Prept Ameandria.
Sure, we'll go with it.
Very, very, very high class sounding name.
Yes, high class person. The first one there is more of a title than it is an actual name. It will say that this ship has a unique engine capable of faster than light travel called a rune drive. And this person and her personal complement of engineers and technicians were on the initial voyage to test the rune drive's capabilities. It does not have the date of the voyage, but it's clearly pre-gap. That's about all he knows.
All right. Well. By the way, do we know roughly how many people went to go scout this place?
I'm not asking the dude, to be clear.
Yeah, not asking the dude. I'm asking, do we know from whatever records they had back at the base, like how many other people went this direction?
Oh, to do math? I don't know. You have to do math to do math. I didn't do the math. Next time you do the math.
What?
I don't remember how many people you killed over the last so much time. Like, you got to count.
Oh no, I just mean how many?
Do we know how many people they had sent out? Is there a record? Was there a record of that in the base?
Sent here.
Yeah.
Yes. Not
Um,
to the planet.
I see. I see what you're trying to say.
How many
Um,
people from the base that we were at?
Gotcha. We'll say about like. I'm trying to remember what was on air. I'll say like around 8 or so.
Okay, so a larger team. Okay.
Well,
Now
now
some of
the
those,
number
some
is
of those,
7.
some of those
Yeah,
people,
that's 7 or 8 now.
like you can gather that there's been like some back and forth to the ship from time to time, right?
Mhm.
So your mileage may vary.
Mileage may vary. Okay. So, I'm going to guess that anyone who came here, the majority of them who are in the ship, are either going to be in the crew quarters or the engine room, and the engine room is one room over. So, maybe we should be a bit careful about that one.
Valid.
I think it might be a good idea to go through the science lab and into the hallway, so that way they can't try to escape deeper into the ship.
That's a good idea. We don't want them reconvening with their teammates. That would be bad for us.
Would be bad for us.
So, do you guys
Yeah.
have anything else you want to try and figure out from the computer, or would you? Because I am ready to go looking a bit more.
Sure. Yeah, nah,
I want to get a
I
look
don't
at
know.
this engine room, but probably should take the safe way around.
Yeah.
I mean, the engine room is the cool part, obviously.
Well, yeah.
So where you
You
going?
guys ready?
I'm pretty good taking off.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's go to this door over here.
Who's opening the door, Mr. Fixie?
I think so.
I was asking because Mura sounded like he was going to be the tank earlier, so you never know.
I mean, Murray should not be the tank.
Mura is a sniper.
I don't know. Looking at Home Murray's hit points, he might be the tank.
No, the guy with the giant shield is the
18
tank, I think.
and 16.
I don't know, call it a hunch, but I feel like the guy whose powers include owning a shield should be the tank. You know?
Yeah.
Also, he can explode. So, like, if anyone wants to be by themselves, it's him. You know?
Yeah, very much so.
Kick down the door.
Kick down the door? All right. The kick down the door, and as you look in, you see two humanoids. Fixie sees two humanoids in the room, and as they turn around, you can tell that they are zombies.
Oh, the lights in the room aren't working for some reason.
Yeah, the lights were off. So, but they come out of the darkness, and can Vixie see in the dark?
Fixie cannot innately. I have like a beacon, I think, that I can use.
Well, they're going to go and hit Fixie then, because you didn't see him and he kind of came out of the darkness. But we can roll initiative.
Gotcha, that does sound useful.
I got to remove Fixie there, so burp.
Oh, good, we're up.
Oh, not garbage. Reset.
Hold on. I accidentally had to reload the application. I do not know what I hit. It was asking me if I wanted to reload the application or log out. I do not know why.
That's the escape button.
Whoops.
So
Yeah,
were the
that
zombies
checks.
being sneaky, or did they just shamble out of the darkness?
They just came out of the darkness.
Okay, so do they or do they not get a
Yeah, they're gonna
An
smack
occult
Fixie.
zombie. Not just any zombie, but an occult zombie.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Mark, the zombies did just shamble out of the darkness. If you couldn't see in the dark, that would be a
Fixie
surprise round.
Fixie can see about 8 feet forward.
Even in the dark?
The room is not completely unlit because of
Oh.
the light here.
If they were back. All right, so they come out of the darkness. All right. I'll give you the check. Go do a perception.
I'll give you the chance to not let them have a surprise
What have
round.
should Fixie do the perception?
Yeah, Fixie's the
Yeah.
one looking.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dude, should I...
The sheet doesn't let me roll skill checks for Fixie.
What's Fixie's modifiers for perception?
He doesn't have one.
That's not good for you.
Well, then I guess he's gonna get smacked.
Like he has an in and a whiz score, but like there's just not listed stuff. Yeah, just have him just go at him.
Well, boop. A 16 kinetic and a 22 kinetic.
The 22 connects.
Oh wow, the 16 doesn't. Wow.
Fixie is 17 kinetic. Yeah.
So the zombies come out. Rah! They start trying to pound on Fixie brainlessly.
Did both zombies? Oh, okay. That was a surprise round. Both zombies
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fixie will take 9 bludgeoning.
All right. Wait, 9. Wow, that. From what? From one
The
attack?
zombies.
They're zombies. They're zombieing.
Okay.
They have no nerves.
and
They do not
then-
know how to hold back.
One of them gets an attack for the next round. This is just their attack for the round. That would be a 27, which is going to hit.
All right.
And Fixie will take another 11 bludgeoning.
Bro, how?
I think with their zombie hands.
And that's Kiki's turn.
Oh, wait, sorry. Did you say 11 or did you say 12? You said
11.
Okay. So he takes.
Bruh.
Okay.
That's pounding on poor Fixie.
All right.
And you're up to bat, Kiki and Fixie.
Fixie will attack the one in front of the door. 20 kinetic.
Sounds like a hit.
3.
3. You got it.
Okay. Well, Fixie's at 2 health, so I should probably have Fixie step away.
Is that your 5 foot very favorite action?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have him do that one.
Okay.
And I cannot see them, so I can't do anything myself.
These doors are rather Star Trek-y, by the way. They kind of slide open like Star Trek.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh wait, how do ready to actions work in this? How does that in this system? How do those work in this system?
Ready in action.
You can, but then what's going to happen is whenever your action fires off, you're going to move to that spot in the initiative order for the rest of the combat.
Okay.
Same thing if you like you want to like you can wait like you could ready it as in terms of when you see something shit this
Okay,
happens.
so it's less so readying your action and more so holding your turn to a later point.
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
But they're there. You could just do what you want to do.
Hmm.
What do you want to do, Kiki?
Um. Yeah, they're not gonna come into view until next round, so I guess I
Tootsie
will
doesn't have stamina, right?
position. No, he does not. Position myself in a way to shoot them next round. All right. Go ahead, Skulch.
So you
There's
just can't.
zombie.
You can't see them. Like, why aren't you shooting this round? Just so I know.
Because I can't.
Because you did fixies. Is that the idea? Yeah, because he had a
Because
right.
Fixie did an
Right.
attack and a move, and I did a move.
All right, it's been a week. I had to remember how you work. I'm with you now. Go ahead, Skulch.
All right. Skulch, who is not a coward, is going to move. Well, first of all, stop that. I'm going to try and move Skulch. There we go. He's going to move to where he can see.
That
And
helps.
then he's going to shoot.
Okay.
$13 against kinetic.
That's a hit.
That hit.
It
All right,
does.
we're going to see if he can do his sneak attack damage. Only 20. No.
Nah, these aren't the wimpy guys. You're not fighting those darn cadets anymore.
Yep. All right, so I'll just roll my damage
Against the same one that Kiki hit, right?
for 2 piercing. Yeah, the same one Fixie did damage to.
You got it. Well, minus. God dang it! What's your problem? Oh, there it goes. It took. All right, cool. All right. The other one undead mute is going to move. Roar. Brains. Why did I put my dice away? Do not know.
That's a great question. Did the universe really want? Oh man, you forgot to ask to update your character sheet sooner. It's all good. No one can talk.
You know that this zombie is really fixated on Fixie.
It's not even alive.
But you pissed it off. It hit.
Oh no.
Brug.
8 bludgeoning.
Okay, Fixie needs to be fixed.
Mm. Is
Darn
that
it.
like
Oh,
his
the
whole thing, though?
turntables.
How the turntables. I hate The Office too. I was talking about with some people how much I was talking with my cousins the other week about how none of us like The Office.
Then
Only my
instead of
sister likes
referencing The Office, how about you just use the actual phrase?
Ruin, you're up.
People's turn.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Whose turn is it? Oh, it's Ruin.
Ruins.
Go blow up.
Yeah.
The table. Whose turn is it? The tables.
Whose turn is it? The table.
Consider
That
a table's really
is-
useful though.
Quite valid. Quite valid. Stop that.
Go blow up.
Go explode. You're gonna have to wait for that one.
But what if I don't feel like waiting?
Use your own explosives.
That's the problem. I didn't have enough money to buy a pipe bomb.
What you doing, Ruin?
Aside from banter. Just let's see what. Where do people go? Oh, okay. I don't
would
have much to
liked
worry about then.
Go for it then.
Don't seem to have much to worry about. What's my rolls? That plus that. Do I want to do full, or do I want to do a full attack, or do I just want to hit him? Do I want to do a full attack? No, I just want to attack. That's a 22 to hit,
That's it.
and that will be doing 5 bludgeoning, 1 fire to the guy in front.
Nice.
And that's about all, besides facing him menacingly with my shield, so I take hopefully less damage from him.
Okay. We'll say that again. I'm sorry.
Just facing my shield towards him, so I have plus 1
Oh.
AC from his attacks.
Gotcha. Yep. Thank you. You're up.
You know, my normal.
There's one. That's a zombie, right?
Yeah.
That one.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, I'm violating Mura. I'm gonna shoot him. Does that hit?
15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's 4. Oh man, max damage.
Nice.
Wooey. I deal 4. Oh, whoops.
Well, you could move there if you wanted
I
to.
could. There's no reason to though.
All right.
I didn't even mean to move, to be honest.
It's Muir. Well, you could, and then Muir could go there and actually shoot him and not have you in the way.
Oh, that would be good. I take it back. I'll go. Actually, I can just go here.
Yeah.
Now I'm no longer in the way.
Mura can't, or I'm
Mura.
sorry.
Yes.
Can Mura hit it? He's line of sight is okay.
Well, he could just move 5 feet like that, and then.
All right, I'll move 5 feet like that.
There's no one in the way now.
All right, so he will snipe with his rifle. 19 against kinetic.
Sure.
15 is not enough to do bonus damage.
Mm-mm. Sorry.
This bonus damage is not really that groovy. 2 piercing.
Okie dokies. So it's the next zombie's turn. So this guy, what's he? I guess he's going to move into the corridor here.
The car?
The corridor. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So he's moving like through his friendly space, and then 1 space there to be in where he is right now. So that would be. So he can move 5 feet, basically. You're saying in that opportunity attack, is that an action or a semi-action? I don't remember.
It's
a move
it's
action.
your entire move action. So if you've moved partly already, you can't do it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And diagonals are generally okay here. Okay. All right. We'll say he's moving there, and he's gonna go for a ruin behind his shield.
Have fun.
He will try.
But he's not allowed to have fun.
17 kinetic.
Yeah, that's
11 bludgeoning.
yow.
Yowza.
Not too hard yet, though.
Where'd you do go?
What?
Where did ruin go?
Oh, I moved one space to the right somehow.
I couldn't see him. If you ever want to give me an icon for him, by the way, too, feel free.
Yeah, I just to think about that. So
That's
might
okay.
happen.
At
Who
this
knows?
point, just associate Ruin with.
The ghosty thing.
Yeah, like that's it. That's just what Ruin looks like to me now.
I will make sure to include a HUD if I ever find a token for him.
Do you want me to make one? I can whip
Do
one up.
not concern yourself with such things.
Hey, try some AI. Right, there's some AI that makes some pretty cool stuff.
Definitely.
Kiki, you're up.
I've seen faces. They are entirely unappealing.
Like I
But
can find a
consider,
Lashunta.
aren't you like a
on
bug man or
Google and
something?
Turn it into
No, I'm
no.
more of a regular looking man.
Oh,
Wait, whose turn is me?
Yep.
No.
oh
Step.
no. Hatsune Miku does not talk to the British.
14
No,
against
no, step.
energy.
14 against energy. Sure. Which one you hitting?
Uh,
The one who was right next to you a second ago.
The one, yeah, who was closer to me. Yeah,
Okay, because no one's in the way of him. So
one.
yay!
Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all she wrote. Because
Okay.
Fixie is in need of fixing.
Fair enough. Skulch.
And do you like combat fixing?
Yep.
No.
I'm gonna shoot the.
I can fix Fixie with a 10-minute short rest.
Not
Uh,
a combat fix.
17 against kinetic. I'm shooting the one that's severely injured.
Where are you? Oh, he's right in front of you. So you're
Yeah.
gonna shoot him. All right. Well, you can shoot him.
All right. I don't do extra damage.
I mean, is that even news at this point?
It's a sadly no.
All right, and I do 3 piercing damage.
Well, he's gonna try and attack you since you tried to shoot him and he's right next to you.
All right.
Oof, 18.
That hits.
7 bludgeoning. And it's that same guy's turn. You know, he's just going to hit you because his other one's hitting your friend, so we might as well just be consistent.
He gets 2 attacks.
Well, one was the opportunity attack. This is his normal attack.
That was an opportunity attack.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
shot him right next to
I
him.
shot him.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He spun a 1. You're good.
All right. I can't update my. There we go.
All right. You added one? Oh, yeah, whatever. Ruin, you're up.
I got my hit points right now.
Again,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
click, bam. Resource points have increased by 1. Nice. Where are those guys? Those guys are annoying. That. Nope, not a lot of things to do. Right, there are 2 of them here. They hurt.
There's more of them.
Quite defensive, or just try to maximize damage? That's a good question.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Maximize damage or something else, he said.
Maximize damage or try to not die? I think the answer is try to not die.
Yeah, I guess.
Usually a plus.
Alright, I'm attacking the one on the right, but I will fight defensively to take less damage, hopefully.
Okay.
Fight defensive, attacking the one on the right, still get a 19.
Okay, nice. So the one in
And
front
that's
of the
attack roll again with my-
Skulch, right? The more damaged one.
Yep. And that's 5 bludgeoning, 1 fire, I believe.
Very nice.
Like,
The undead is near death.
Oh, man, but this
Uh,
ain't like D&D where you have to crit against them to keep them down or use radiant damage.
You're up, Mr. Thank you.
Oh, okay, so I get, yeah, no. So I'm just gonna like duck through Mura. Oh no, I'm not. Um, I'm in a real predicament now. Hmm. I don't want to do this. I guess I'll just harrying fire this one because I can't really like get in there and take a shot at him without being
in danger.
Mm-hmm.
You could heal Skulch.
Has Gulch taken damage?
Yeah, Skulch just took damage.
Oh, thanks. I didn't realize. Get 8 stamina. Oh wait. Oh yeah, no. Everyone's taking a 10-minute rest besides what's his name. Right? Has it been 10 minutes since the last combat?
I don't think so.
Never mind. Then I can't heal Skulch because Skulch is the person who almost died already.
Oh, until he takes a 10-minute rest to recover stamina points.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to say
I thought it was a once combat
it,
thing.
it.
No.
I'll say it will be. So what? 10 minutes since the first combat with the worm outside.
Yeah, but he has to recover stamina points.
Yeah, and we'd never stopped and recovered stamina points while we were hacking the computer.
Gotcha. I'm with you.
So I can't do that, unfortunately. Ruan, did you take damage?
Um,
Yes.
I just did take it.
You get 8 stamina points.
Nice.
Because I can't really shoot right now. I'm going to step over here. So,
This
Mura
is new
can...
math. I forgot.
So Mura can step back after attacking, so I can better do attacking. Because elsewise I cannot very effectively attack.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you're doing.
Yeah, no. My turn's over now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm with you.
I healed, yeah. And then Murray's next turn, they'll step back after attacking, so I can step into the spot and attack and trade.
All right. What's Mura doing?
All right, he's gonna take a 5-foot move.
Okay.
And he's going to change his alignment. No.
Okay.
He's going to attack. Gets a 21 kinetic.
Nice. On which one?
The one that's in front of him.
Okay. That makes it easier. Yep.
He's not going to do extra damage.
Nope.
Might not need to.
No, the one in front of him is the more healthy one.
He's going to do 3 piercing damage.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's the one on Ruin, so he's going to pound on him.
Ooh.
Do you have your... Never mind. He's got a 12 after bonuses.
Man, that would be enough to hit. Except unless I... Why am I keep moving? That would be enough to hit if I didn't fight defensively.
Very
and
nice.
I have my shield pointed at him.
Good thing you did all that. Tactics. I love it. Kiki, you're up.
Uh-oh.
Not and or.
Gun. 12 against energy?
12 against energy. Yeah, that's good. Which one you shooting?
The one closer to me, so I don't have to deal with cover.
Fair enough. I got nothing to say. How many ones have you spun tonight?
It isn't my
Many.
day. I'll move back a bit farther.
Skulchy, you're up.
All right, he's gonna take a 5 foot move in case Ruin wants to explode.
Yeah. You know what? I might actually explode. That's a good idea.
And
Explode. You can be the pipe bomb.
I'm gonna
I
use
might
my
blow up somebody else in
other
the process.
serum of healing
Don't miss the
for
memo.
8.
All right.
Bad news. Some of you may.
Okay,
Dynamite,
and
right?
that's
Don't
gonna
miss the
bring my
memo.
hit points to Maxime. All right, there we go. I'm done.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, you're right there, so he's just going to try and stay on you. Zombies are pretty brainless that way.
Yep.
Ooh, might have missed. 10 against kinetic.
That's a miss.
That is a miss. Ruin, you're up.
Alrighty. I
All in
wish I
this year.
didn't. Alright. Could call in the explosions. Let me just check the radius of the explosion.
Isn't it 10 feet?
Yep, it's 10. I can do a step and then explode and only hit the zombies and Mora. Or I could not move and only hit the zombies and Skulch because Fixie's already on the ground.
I don't know. Does
Out of
Fixie
the
get...
two, I
feel
think
like
I know what's
Skulch is a lot more dead, though. That's the thing. I think Murray's.
Skulch is also a lot more dead. Also, it probably also hits you. Thank you.
I mean, I'm not very dead, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, neither of you were very dead yet, so I'm
Just throw the fireball in the middle of the group. It's all good.
I am
be
the
fine.
fireball in the middle of the group.
I do like how everyone has been moving away from you.
Alright, it's time to throw a fireball in the middle of the group.
Hey,
Everyone within 10 feet of me get a save.
All right.
Reflex?
All right. Danger
Yep.
close. It's a danger close attack. Go for it.
Where are my saves?
That's a big number.
23.
Yeah, that you definitely save that.
All right. Reflex saves.
Yep.
Is it save or suck, or is it just...
It's save or half.
Okay.
Wait, do it
Save
next.
for-
Do it closer to Skulch then, because then Skulch can. Oh, wait, but Skulch is already really
most
damaged.
Dead.
That's right. Yeah.
13 and a
That's
9.
a rip.
9 definitely. I do not. What is the DC of this save? Hold on. I need to look at the silver.
What's your score, Wiz?
I'm checking.
Oh, I gotcha.
Star mode. Solar Revelation. DC is equal to 10 plus half your Solarian level plus Charisma.
Oh, you're a Riz?
Yeah, so it's DC 14.
Then they both missed. So they both take the full 17?
Yep, and the Murrow, can I get a reflex save?
A reflex save?
Yeah.
If I can find it. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it.
I can do it if you're not.
Reflex save. I
Should
got
be-
it. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
can press the buttons.
Press the buttons. Ooh,
Oh.
you made it.
Exact.
So he
Oh,
takes.
so he saves.
That's exactly enough.
Does he take half?
He takes half.
You take 8, yeah, the two of you take 8, the zombies take 17.
So Ruin steps to the side of the corridor and basically blows up like a fireball. Some of you get pretty well singed, but the zombies are both blown apart.
Wow.
Well, good thing I was going to say we should take a break. Not like we should take a 10-minute is what I was.
Yeah.
Yes. I was about to say we should probably take a 10-minute after this so I can make sure I can stamina everyone.
Sure. Whatever you. Did someone play like applause?
That's what it sounded like. I thought
What
you
the
who
fuck
played
was
the
that?
applause.
It wasn't me.
It was
I'm-
me. It's this.
Oh.
It's the
Discord sound.
Discord
Oh right, Discord
soundboard.
soundboard exists. I forgot about that.
It's one of the default sound effects.
I
Default sound effects exist considering all of the wacky bullshit we put on ours.
I have literally never used that.
We went,
So
"Ooh,
I was
sound effects,"
like,
and decided to play.
what the heck was that? Oh, this is gonna be like my new favorite toy.
It's a Discord. Look.
I got it. All right. We all got toys now. I didn't even know that existed. All right.
I got
So
Nitro, and I can't play absolutely any sound I wanted
F.
as long as it's on someone else's server.
I cannot. I cannot get myself to pointing up for that. And this is the
Yeah, no. If you're gonna get Nitro, only get like the $2 a month version. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it otherwise.
They gave it away for free for like a month, I think, on their anniversary, but I didn't even bother to activate it.
Yeah.
All right, whatever you guys go and do to heal up, why don't you do your healing up
Alright,
for your 10
can I-
minutes?
10-minute rest.
Let's rest in this room since the zombies are cleared out of it and they clearly haven't touched it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 10-minute rest.
Yeah. So can we go in that room?
Sure.
Hold on, I have to 10-minute
Wait, we're
rest.
going in the room with the zombies were in?
Yeah, because now they're dead, and obviously since the zombies were there, the enemies did not go in that room.
Why can't I see in this room?
Because there's no light.
There's no light.
But I have dark vision. I can see like 60 feet in darkness or whatever.
So let me check your site things. Hold on. Token vision. It has you as basic vision. So you have
Yeah, no,
dark
I have
vision.
exceptional vision.
You have what the hell is exceptional vision?
This creature has dark sight with a range of 60 feet and low light vision.
All right, so dark vision. There. Is that better?
Let me see. This is still just darkness. Like where I'm walking, I just can't see.
Well, wait.
It's
What
just
happened?
like a wall.
Will you stop
Did you
moving
just
so I
close
can?
the door?
He closed the door. Stop it! Ah! Hold on. Let me move you. All right. Let me check this again.
I'm gonna turn on my portable
Wait.
beacon.
I'm moving. I
Quite-
moved
Oh, sorry.
Paul too. So 1 second. So it says
Yeah, I
sorry
should be
about
able
that.
to see in here.
Token. Hold on. So vision enabled. Vision range. The distance a token can see without any light. Okay. It's a visual effect. It doesn't actually do the thing. So what's your vision range? Thank you.
60.
60.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Ah, now I can see everything.
All right.
Much better.
And then we get Mr. Skulch. So somehow giving you. So the vision mode is as a visual effect. It doesn't actually give you the damn thing. You're 60 as well?
Yeah, I have dark vision 60.
All right. Sorry. There you go.
Murrah
turn
has
on-
blind sense 30 feet.
Yeah, the two of us have blind sense, which is not vision. It's
I know what
just-
blind sense is. Who's that?
Yeah.
Kiki and Mira?
Yeah.
Oh, well, wait a second.
Do you have any senses we should know about, Ray?
Last I checked, no.
So vision.
I will check.
And you want.
again.
So you want. What kind you have again, Mark?
Myself and Mura have blind sense, which probably shouldn't have any effect on like map vision other than like outlines of stuff. But I assume they don't have that.
They don't.
However, I will turn on my beacon so that way those of us who cannot just see in the dark can see.
Actually,
Because yeah,
okay.
so
For those
like
of us who cannot just see in the dark.
please flag me as a light source, I guess, for now.
Flag Kiki as a light source.
Yep.
All right, light. Configure the. So was it like 30 and 30?
Uh,
Distance, light, and
no, it is a 50-foot radius.
50-foot radius as dim or bright.
It just says beacon, 50-foot radius. So I assume bright.
Okay. Radius of the bright light is included with the radius of the dim light, so that would be a 50-50. Burp. How's that help?
Yeah, that helps.
All right.
Oh, I guess
Drag-
what's it called doesn't actually say that.
drag Fixie into the room.
So how do you fix Fixie?
I can fix Fixie on short rests. I can heal him. Typically it's 10%, but because I took an ability, it's 25%. So I can heal him 5 health, and then I can spend resolve points to heal him additional 5 healths.
Okay.
So where are my resolve points?
Even if he's dead?
Fixie's a robot.
They don't die very easily.
Okay.
He's not actually alive. That's why he doesn't have like perception
he's
and
not-
stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's not dead. He's just wracked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a wrecked
like
car.
myself, he's not alive.
Yes.
Correct.
So I can give him back 5 just for free. I have 5 resolve points, and I'm usually not in the front line. So
Do resolve points normally do?
you can use them when you're down to either pick yourself back up, stabilize yourself, or something else.
That
But
sounds
yeah,
useful.
basically you can use them to not die, and you can use them to refresh your abilities and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know mine at 6th level lets me do some stuff with my abilities where they're like better, but
So
I think
I'll use at least one to put them to 10. I need to look up the rules for how many resolve points I need to not die.
that is good to know.
Classes, variations, character creation, ability scores, 22, 24. Um, you can spend 1 resolve point to regain your lost stamina on a. Oh yeah, you use your resolve points to regain your lost stamina on a short rest as well.
Yeah. Oh, that was stupid.
stabilizing.
Oh wait, no, I have to have been in the last round attacked by a major enemy.
You can spend
So I could have only got
1/4
it.
your maximum rounded down to stabilize, so that's 1. You can spend if you are so if you are unconscious, if you're knocked unconscious from non-lethal damage, i.e. non-elemental, you can spend a resolve point to just go back up to 1 hit point instead of stabilizing. Yeah,
Doesn't solve the unconsciousness problem unless I check, but you know.
it does solve the unconsciousness problem.
Oh, okay.
You are no longer dying immediately you become conscious. It's just that if you're hit with non-lethal damage, you can just go back up by using a resolve point. But if you're hit by lethal damage, you can only use it to stabilize. So I guess I'll use a second one, considering that Fixie's my tank.
Okay.
That, so he will go up to 15. There we go. That's better. And then you all regain your staminas and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, we all did that.
Cool.
Guess we should have.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are we ready to progress? Or
I guess so.
Yeah. Wherever you want to go.
Okay. Oh, wait. Everyone be
Oh,
quiet
wait,
for a
finally
second.
coughing.
Can I feel if they're on the other side of the wall?
With blind sense.
Yes. I have my 30-foot blind sense.
Oh, that wall.
I want to get an idea if there are creatures moving in the engine room.
Let's see.
Ooh, you can
Or I guess in the hallway to the south of me, but primarily the engine room.
Sure. No, I understand. I'm going to say, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. 8.
8. Let me see.
That's not especially good. That's
It's a
actually pretty
2.
bad. I mean, no, it's an 8.
Well, you rolled a 2 is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's an 8. The DC doesn't adjust to like what you rolled on the die.
I know,
That's
I'm
what that
saying you
bonus
rolled
is for.
pretty poorly.
But like if they're moving around, I should be able to know they're there. But if they're like sitting there, just subtly moving, I probably would not know they're there.
You're not really sensing, humanoids moving around in the room.
No major movements.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Correct.
Nothing moving quickly.
There's probably still people there. I doubt they're all in the captain's quarters, and I doubt they'd leave this like completely unattended.
Yeah, it's
So I'm also
odd.
shocked they left the zombies in here.
The zombies weren't like dudes,
I want
right?
to check something real quick.
They were
Can
like zombies that were like left here, right?
Wait, where did the zombie corpses go?
Oh, I'm sorry. I made him invisible to get him out of your way.
I wanted to check if the zombie corpses were like corpses of the dudes from here, or if they were like are these fresh zombies?
Are these fresh zombies? They are not wearing the same garb that everyone else that you have met has, right? They're not cadets, right?
Gotcha.
You would guess that they've, based on the damage on their clothes and stuff like that. Yeah, you would say they're probably not fresh zombies.
See, that makes me really suspicious of why didn't they go in this room? You
Probably
know?
because they knew about the zombies.
How?
Um,
How'd they know
I
about
mean-
the zombies?
I mean, I did pick up a motion detection badge off of one earlier.
Why didn't it tell us there were zombies in here?
Because I didn't look at the motion detection badge.
Okay, does the motion detection badge detect someone in the other room? I forgot these things existed.
let me reread the motion detection badge. It's like, hey, look, I have equipment. Let's see.
And also presumably because the zombies were standing still in the room until we.
Well, you have to activate it. The thing has 4 charges. It will refresh after 1 charge per hour. As long as you move while active, as long as you move 1 round.
My question
Whenever
is,
a
why haven't you been
small
using this thing more?
or larger corporeal creature approaches within 60 feet.
Because we haven't needed it and I have blind sense.
Why haven't you been using your blind sense more too, for that matter?
I just did!
Why not before that? Why didn't we check for zombie? Why didn't we check for anything with your blind sense?
Because
Before, literally right now.
I wasn't
All right.
anticipating.
So
the
just to make
zombies,
sure you
okay?
read this whole thing, the motion detection badge. I wasn't anticipating zombies. Motion detection badge will reduce its radius by 20 feet when there's a closed door or barrier in your way, such as a wall at least 1 inch thick. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so you want to use your motion detection badge.
I want him to. Whether or not he
Oh.
does is a matter of scholarly debate.
Well, that's
I mean-
fair.
Murrah also has a motion detection badge.
That could be true.
It is true. But
We're like, oh, we better make sure there aren't people in here, and then we forget about the 2 people with blind sense who also have motion detecting badges.
Oh yeah, he does have a motion detecting badge.
Why did both of the motion detecting badges go to the people with blind sense?
that's a good question. You know what?
a lot of questions about what we've been
I
doing.
actually know the answer to that question. It's because we're the only ones that asked for one.
Fair.
Would you like a motion detection badge?
At this moment, I just want to insult someone. My job on this team is to make fun of people. There's no one around that can be made fun of. Zombies nor giant worms understand my witty repartee. So really, let's just go find some people that I can yell at. All right?
All right. I guess I will use my motion detection badge to see if I can detect anything that that my blind sense did not. It does not have.
While
a
he's doing
use-
that, I'm going to look around the laboratory.
Why
Yeah,
does my motion detection badge not have a use? Oh, here we go. Nope, it still doesn't have a use option. It has 4 charges, but I can't use the charges.
Unfortunate. I guess it has
sure.
infinite charges.
I guess it has infinite charges.
Oh dear me. Sure. I'm gonna say, that you do detect small movements in the engine room, and
If I had to make an educated guess, it's more zombies.
and that's it.
Nothing in the corridor or in the other room.
No, seems safe.
No,
Okay.
let's open the zombie room and then just unleash gunfire upon them.
Let's investigate the laboratory first. We just got in here.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Let's investigate. let's close the door behind us so no one bothers us, and let's investigate the laboratory.
Sure.
I should probably get off this table, huh?
Maybe. What you gather from this is that this room was the room to basically study techno magic. So, you know, your guess is just based on what you've been told by the AI that this was kind of like the dry run, so to speak, of this rune drive. That this is where they were doing some of the studying of what was going on. The lab has been thoroughly trashed because there's a lot of what used to be sensitive instruments here, but basically when this ship crashed, it all went to shit, right? So all you got
That would make sense.
is you know basically a bunch of trash stuff, right? You would somewhat guess that the guys who you just killed, they look kind of techie. They look kind of geeky. So they could have been the people who were manning this room many years ago. But yeah, hard to tell.
If I had to make an educated guess,
But you
I
don't.
look at him.
it sounds like their drive may not have worked so well.
You don't say.
I do. Um. Anything else of note in here?
I wouldn't know.
No.
Seems thoroughly trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure we're gonna get much else useful out of here if these things were trashed so long ago.
Can I do like a perception or an engineering to try and get like a grip on what they were working on?
Yeah, so I'm saying they were probably working on the rune drive in the other room. It's a
They're
techno
probably working on
magic.
the ring drive. Okay.
It is a techno magical lab, and it's techno magic that was driving this thing. So this is where they studied it. But this room
Gotcha.
is definitely trash.
Well, I'm
Seems like they didn't
certainly
study it very well.
more versed in my tech than I am in my magic.
I'm not versed in either.
All right. In the event that we can't seem to find anything here, I guess we should check out the hallway, considering that is allegedly, according to the motion detector.
I like now that every sentence is according to the motion detector that I've been ignoring the whole adventure. It's safe.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry. I'm just having fun. Feel free to open the door if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you got a door where you know where it goes because you did the thing. So you could go the one door or the other door.
The wall is very porous.
Which wall is that?
This one.
Oh, hey, I missed drawing something there. You know what?
Ray and I, we love our porous walls.
That's all right. My bad.
Mhm.
Well, you saw it anyway. There, it's fixed.
Yeah.
I missed the
Yeah, we already
connector
got the
there.
map anyway.
Yeah, you got the map anyway, but I missed the connector. My bad.
So the engine room set off the motion detector, but this room did not.
That is correct.
All right, let's check out the next room.
What was I gonna say? Also, Since there's something in the engine room, right? At least one thing. Who opened that door?
There's nothing in here according to the motion detector, I thought.
Sure. So you open the door.
That looks a lot like something. No. Who did it? Was it you, Mark?
I was gonna do it, yeah.
Because you did
With-
it, and
with
I
the
was the person
key.
standing in front of the door.
So Kiki Key, says, "Oh, it's safe," and puts his hand over the door sensor, so the door goes zoop, and
While
you
I'm standing
see
right here, and I go, "Oh, look, a guy in there."
you see this large chamber appears to have been a luxurious accommodations for a single occupant. There is a bunk in the northwest. There's a desk. Yada yada yada. Um, you know, you see in the corner of the room there is a robot that kind of springs to life as the door opens, and then in a language that only Sculch understands, says, "I told you to keep out. You are out of warnings." Spin initiative.
What?
Hey. I don't know. I'm just gonna real quick, just because I feel like this is something my character would pick up on. Hold on. Let me roll a quick. Where is it? A sense motive check, real quick, just to see if I can tell what this robot is like. Like, get the vibe down, you know?
You want to get the vibe down?
Oh, an 18.
Hey, yo, can I get a...
So, do I understand that the robot is threatening me? Just to be clear.
It sounds pretty pissed off, and what can I tell you? And here he
I
and
turn over to Kiki. Why did you do this to me?
What
And-
do you mean? You said that freaking use the thing, and I used the thing, and the thing's.
Why did you open the door while I was standing in front of it?
You know why?
Oh, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Staring as Murray's just waiting to go, I guess.
Uh,
Oh no, he
all
gets
right.
to go first. He gets a surprise round.
No, he didn't. He wasn't trying to surprise. He activated when the doors opened. So straight initiative.
Okay.
It's all good.
So it's Murray's turn.
Yep.
Oh, we all go
can I-
before him.
You
then.
see,
Can I
where
shoot
is this?
from where I'm standing, or is Zanku giving me cover?
Well, Sankyu is certainly standing there. You can certainly enter the room. I will say that standing upright near the desk, which is like, say, I suppose over there, sure.
I mean, there's a little bit of slice right there I can see.
There is a trident. The trident balances on the end of its of the haft and glows with white flames.
It's pretty sick.
And so go ahead, Mira, you're up the bat.
All right, so Murr's gonna do some moving, and then Murr's gonna do some shooting. Oh, shut up. Apparently, there's no ammunition in here. Even though I took a 10-minute rest, I didn't.
See, that's the problem. You took a 10-minute rest.
All right, let's try this again. We're gonna do some shooting, and it's an 18 against kinetic.
That
That
hits. Yes, it does.
Okay, and we're gonna see if we do some extra damage.
I think I can answer your question, and it's a no.
Nope, no extra
Nope.
damage. So we'll roll our standard damage for 4 piercing.
Okay. Just want to say he seems like a pretty beefy robot.
A beefy robot.
Yes. He's a big boy. Thank you.
Zankyu just like isn't even surprised at this point. Zankyu just kind of walks in. I forget. Are you allowed to like split your move in this?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't remember reading it. You
Okay.
couldn't.
So just like casually as Zankyo just kind of walks in, he just pulls out his gun and shoots at the dude while he moves towards the back of the room. Oh yeah, he just totally misses. 2, 3, 4. Or wait, so it's 1, 2. It's like over here, right?
Say what?
That's where the flaming trident is.
Yeah, the flaming trident is over here, right? Yep.
Oh, okay. Then Zankyo is just gonna come over here behind Ta and spend some time checking out the trident next round.
All right. And that brings us to Kiki with his newly repaired robot.
Indeed. The robot will move into the room
Mm-hmm.
and go at him.
Robot on robot action. Here we go.
$20 against kinetic.
That hits.
5.
5. You got it.
I
Gun.
get a bonus to my gun damage. I swear I'm proficient with it.
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I get bonus to my gun damage next round.
Kiki, anything you're doing besides Fixie?
That is my things. I missed my.
Oh yeah, you did miss. I just see it. Yep, my bad. Sculch.
Yep.
All right, I cannot select Sculch's icon because Murik cannot see Sculch.
Oh, just deselect any the being on an icon, and then you'll be able to see. I think.
Yeah, I'll just move him into the room a bit, so that way you can see. How's that?
Or I can move into the room.
Well, you can
All
move
right,
him wherever
I'll
you
move into
want,
the room.
but I just put him there for now.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And I'm gonna move a little bit further into the room. Come on, there we go. All right.
Jumping up on the bed.
Yep, and he's gonna jump up on the bed and then he's gonna shoot.
Oh, who closed the door?
I didn't. I don't know.
I know, got closed at some point. I opened
Yeah,
back.
someone did it by accident.
19 against kinetic.
No, Kiki.
Sure. Well, let's see.
I can see the enemy.
Ah, that's good.
All right, let's roll for extra damage. 29. Hey, do extra damage.
Oh my God, he does extra damage.
Oh my god!
God! How much extra damage?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Uh,
Ah!
that'd be good on a soundboard.
Now hold on, I have to type in the extra damage here.
All right.
Sorry, the program is so expected you to not deal the extra damage. It forgot to put something in for it.
3 piercing damage.
And that's including the extra?
Yeah. That is... Wow.
Wow. The system is special, I'll tell you.
You can say that again.
It is definitely a feast or famine system. Ruin, you're up.
Yeah, that's true. Walk into the room to start with, and that robot is a robot.
Yeah, what makes you say that?
Nothing, that's all. Going to
Do your thing.
run the rest of the way up to it and start smacking.
All right.
And then I started blasting, and I missed, and then I shot again, and I missed.
Where are we? There we are. This one.
Sure.
21.
Hey. Damage. 4
5
bludgeon,
more.
1 fire.
You got it. All right. Robot's turn.
I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't have a turn because he's a robot.
Hmm.
I don't know. He seems kind of mean. I feel like he shouldn't have a turn.
Ah. Let's see. So he's going to say, get out. Not that you can understand him except for what, whatever Skulks tells you. And
Says
he
something
he
vaguely
does
threatening.
he does have like a laser rifle, but since you guys are right next to him, he's just going to slam. He'll sort of slam Ruin.
Get up and slam and welcome to the jam.
Oof, that was a crit.
Oh,
That was a
that's
what?
illegal. I don't think the enemy should be allowed to crit this much.
Brug.
That's been 2 this session.
That would be 16 bludgeoning.
Oh, holy shit.
To
Well,
What
who?
the fuck? What is he?
Who?
you.
You.
Oh. Perfectly fine.
I will give you some more stamina when it's my turn.
Mura's up.
Didn't even break my stamina.
Wow.
Alright, Mura's gonna shoot.
Shoot
Can Murray
him!
shoot without soft cover? I think Fixie's in the way.
He can shoot. He can move over if he wants. Wants to stand on the bed. You could do
Jump on the
that.
bed.
Alright, fine.
Downtown.
Mura will stand on the bed. He'll come over here.
Oh yeah, that
He'll
works.
stand
too.
on the bed. Does he have advantage because he's standing on the bed?
No. I've got the high ground, Anakin.
Don't try it!
Shoot
He critically fails.
I feel like that's the opposite of advantage right there.
Well, Well, it wasn't for Obi-Wan. That's true.
Wait.
Obi-Wan, there was advantage, I
Get the
guess.
extra damage against the
That's
wall.
All right. Well, Mura missed. Sorry. Thank you. What
Hey,
cool
Ruan,
things do you want to
would
do?
Like 8 stamina.
Would be nice.
Have a whoops, I'm on Murray's token for some. Oh, I'm on the ruler too. That's even worse. Have 8 stamina. I think it's 8, right? Yeah, it's 2 times 2 plus 4. So that's 8. I want to go double check that. Oh, twice your envoy level plus first modifier. Okay.
Hmm.
Wait, why can I? Oh, because Murray's vision. Yeah, no, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
I was gonna check out the trident while they beat him up, but
Decide against it, huh?
I guess since I have to, give Ruan more stamina, I can't spend my action.
Yeah.
You're very
Is
uplifting.
me?
Yes,
I
it
am.
is. Kiki.
Spit in his eyes.
15 kinetic.
15 kinetic is a miss.
What?
Gotta do a little better than that.
Okay.
He is a very tough robot who likes to crit, apparently.
No. Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll come into the room in case something bad happens.
Okay.
You say in case something bad happens, like something bad isn't definitely going to happen. You could also get on the bed and shoot him.
Wouldn't coming into the room, you want to stay out of the room in case something bad happens, but I'm not going to question.
Well, no, because I don't want to get flanked.
Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. Skulks, you're up.
Yeah, I was about to say we should flank the engine room. We should come in from both doors to kick the zombies' asses, but
Sculch is just gonna shoot.
Go for it.
22.
Oh wow! Even with the soft cover, that hits. Good job.
Wait,
All
here's
right, and let's see if I.
Oh, the
roll out some
robot's in the
damage.
way.
I do not.
Oh yeah.
So I will do 4 piercing damage.
All right. All right. Ruin.
All right. Here we are. Oops, I forgot to do that the first turn. There we go. Now we're good.
So how long does it take you to blow up, by the way?
3 rounds.
Oh, okay. So we only need one more round.
I think now that Kiki Key's in the room, you should fireball everybody.
What about me?
No,
What?
no. The only people getting fireballed. Kiki's out of range of getting fireballed.
I'm just saying he came into the
Is it
room.
out of range of getting firewalls?
What is Ruin's counter at?
This is
2.
round 2.
Oh,
So he can blow
2.
up next round, I think.
Okay.
Do your thing,
You
Ruin.
might want to get Fixie out of the way if you really want. Actually, that's not going to happen. Well,
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, if he steps
You
back
might
5
suffer.
feet, he's still within 10 feet.
I'll just have Fixie full move. It's better for Fixie to take an opportunity attack than take an explosion.
I mean, can't you just take the disengage action?
no, unfortunately.
There's no disengage action?
Opportunity attacks here happen because of just moving, just any movement. You have to have something special to.
There
Did
probably
not
is some
take-
sort of disengage action.
Yeah, but it's probably like class specific.
Whatever.
There's not a
No,
disengage action? There's got to be.
I'm pretty sure there is.
There's
Let
a
me go
disengage.
check.
I don't believe that.
Regardless, Ruin, hit him. Mark will take care of it.
Tactical rules, actions in combat, 244. No, not that one. I want to stay on that one.
248. Probably withdraw. Actually, now that I think about it.
Actions in combat.
Ray, just hit the thing.
No.
Yeah, withdrawal probably. It's a full action.
Yeah, withdraw. Move up to double your speed. It is your entire turn.
Okay.
Well, you know. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Fixie's entire turn.
Yeah.
Well, that means only you can only do one thing, right? Because Fixie took a full turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's always a cost.
It's whatever. You're gonna
what-
blow up.
once
That's way
more-
more useful.
Yeah, that's way more useful. Let's just. I mean, the last thing I just took was pretty nasty because it was a critical.
Yeah, so it probably won't be as bad. But also, you did get hit pretty hard.
I could get hit pretty hard if a critical did 16.
16?
Same
Oh
time.
my god. Oh, never mind. You're just talking.
Tactic as last round. Defensive fighting, dirty 20.
Nice.
He gets. Why do I keep doing that?
I do not know.
He takes 5 bludgeoning, 1 fire.
You're good at spinning that too.
Yeah, I'm very good at just.
All right, he's getting.
I have. That was a 19. I haven't rolled a crit, but I've rolled a lot of 19s.
Well, you're clearly the bigger threat, so he's going to smack you again.
Mm-hmm.
$16 against kinetic.
That's an exact hit.
Okie dokie. 7 bludgeoning.
For being this whole melee fighter, I should probably consider investing in better armor.
Probably.
Slight problem. I'm gonna need proficiency in heavy armor.
Whose turn is it? It's
Top of that lineup. Mirror's up.
Fuck
It's got
off.
a clear shot.
I believe in him.
All right, Mirror, do your thing. Paul, you gonna zap him?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot I was not me.
You're not me today. You're me and not me.
Yeah.
I think
Nah.
that misses.
That's a miss. Thank you.
Okay, so now that no one is presently dying that I can help, I want to like check out this trident.
This
instead
trident.
of trying to shoot unsuccessfully.
Sure. So
Nah.
as you take a look at it, I will say that. Excuse me. You know, it's predominantly an ornamental, right, for special functions. Basically it will function like a tactical pike. And it glows, so it's a light source. And you see a bunch of valuable trinkets on the desk as well, but outside of that, it's not anything special other than,
Shiny.
yeah, for the most part.
I mean, I'll take it, and I'll take all the stuff. I'll just stash all the stuff in my bag, and
You're just going to loot the room while they're fighting this dude?
yeah. I mean, what am I gonna do?
Shoot him! Get the
Okay.
stuff later!
So Zankyu's on his video call, and he's like, look at all this valuable stuff for my followers, and starts like collecting
Trident in the
trinkets.
background.
Me. Oh, here's my shiny trinkets tier list from this spaceship. This one. This is an S tier
You're
trinket.
right.
As Kiki keeps
Aim-
shouting in the background,
aim
what are you doing?
Aim your camera towards the action!
The next 10 subscribers will get one of these items from the desk.
Also, and then I turn around, this dude's gonna explode! And turn.
Kiki, you're up.
I'll have Fixie move away with the withdraw, and then since I guess I can only do 1 damage, I guess I'll do covering fire.
Okay.
So that requires me to shoot my gun, right?
Yes. It's a shoot gun versus 15 AC.
Shoot gun versus 15. That's not 15.
Correct.
That is definitely not 15.
Well,
13.
Yeah, well.
Sculch.
Okay. Well, we're gonna shoot the pistol.
All right.
$21.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna check to see if we do extra damage. 25. Does that do extra damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, 6 piercing damage.
6 it is. After years of playing 5e, it's just weird that the special damage is never any very special from, what I'm used to.
Yeah.
All right, Ruin, do it.
All right. Make sure 3, 2. Where's the button? 1. Reflex save for half of 14.
All right. Reflex. The reflex. What's he have to get?
14 last I checked.
Oh, he's got a 15.
Oh, he takes 7 fire.
7? All right.
7.
Well, that keeps him alive. He is
Keeps him alive,
near
okay.
robot death.
Me pulling the camera back around. Anyway, that was pretty sick, wasn't it? See y'all next time.
Explodes. Just guy explodes in the background. Well, see ya.
See you next time.
Dirty 20 against Ruin. Slams him again. Robot's pissed off. That's 11 bludgeoning.
Wait, what did we hit? What was the roll?
20 against Kinetic.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. 11.
Yep.
So that's that and that. Ow, shit.
All right. Guys, go do it. Mura?
Boom.
All right. We're going to attack with the coil rifle. 22.
Ooh, very nice.
Let's see if we do some extra damage. No.
That is correct. No. But you might not need it. I'm going to guess you kill him.
3 piercing.
That's good enough. He is another destroyed robot. Why does it say near death? I said 0. There you go.
All right. I'm going to reload the rifle.
Go for it.
Sculpture's going to reload as well.
Anyone need to rest up real quick before we'll stop here because it's after 10 o'clock. But if you guys want to try and heal now so you don't forget, come
Goddamn.
a week from
that
now.
guy hurted. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a 10-minute.
All right.
All right. Fair enough.
Anyway, that shit hurted.
That was a fight.
It was a fight.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I guess I'll just click that I took a 10.
Yeah, it's all good.
You don't need to spend your point.
Yeah.
All right. We'll call it a night. Before we go,